Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Top 10 Toons, where we count down the top 10 cartoons, a variety of subjects involving all your favorite cartoons. New, old, it doesn't matter. All audio and visual effects have been added to prevent copyright infringement. All audio and visual content is owned by their respective owners. Today's episode, Top 10 Halloween Toons. It's that time of year again, where witches cast their spells and monsters run loose. I just love Halloween. It's the only time of year where you can see people at their most creative. You can see what each person likes at that point in time by their Halloween costumes, and years later you will look back and remember all those great costumes and moments. One of the ways that people get into the Halloween spirit is by watching Halloween specials on TV. Every year, several cartoons make an episode or movie based on Halloween, and watching our favorite characters dress up and go on spooky adventures just make the season all the more enjoyable. There are tons of Halloween specials out there, and it was very hard to choose just 10. So I had to set one rule to make this list possible. This list will be comprised of animated specials that are focused on or take place on Halloween. There are tons of cartoons and movies that are scary or have to do with monsters, but only those that are about Halloween will be on this list. So sit back and enjoy the top 10 Halloween tunes. Number 10. We start off the list with what is for many of us our first taste of the holiday, and what a great way to start. The Rugrats is a fun little show that stars babies as they learn about the world around them, and in one particular episode, they learn about Halloween. The parents are all making a haunted house for trick-or-treaters and are giving out Reptar bars.
A Reptar bar is chocolate and nuts and caramel and green stuff and it's swirled and stirred and rippled and beaten and sweetened till you can't stop eating. The superest, the duperest, the double chocolate scooperest, the meanest, the best, it's better than the rest. Reptar bar, the candy bar supreme, the candy bar that turns your tongue green.
The toddlers may not know what Halloween is, but what they do know is they want Reptar bars too. Unfortunately, the only way to get them is to go into the haunted house. They sneak into the haunted house and accidentally scare the trick-or-treaters, including Angelica and their grandpa. By doing so, they end up getting all the Reptar bars they can handle. It's a short little episode, but it's a great way to introduce younger viewers to Halloween in a safe way. It not only teaches kids about Halloween, but it also provides enough laugh for older audiences. It's a great start for any child's first Halloween.
You go in there and I'll get the flashlight. Why me? Why do I have to go in there alone?
I want my Reptar bar!
Number 9. The best part of Halloween, as I'm sure you'll agree, is dressing up for trick-or-treating. But what happens when you dress up as the Grim Reaper with his real scythe?
I'm gonna borrow your scythe for tonight, okay?
Just be careful, you twerp.
I'll be super careful.
While out getting candy, Billy and Manny learn about the origin of trick-or-treating. A long time ago, a trickster named Jack played tricks on everyone in town, and so they all came together and framed him, causing his demise. While trying to take Jack's life, Grim had his scythe taken, and so Grim was forced to give him eternal life. However, you should never try to trick the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper does not like being tricked. So, I decided that Jack would not be showing his face around town again, ever.
Jack then replaces his severed head with a pumpkin, and stayed locked up in his home throughout the ages. Being the fool that he is, Billy decides to visit Jack's house, and spills the beans that he's in possession of the true Grim Reaper's scythe.
Hey! This scythe ain't phony! It's the real thing!
Jack steals the scythe and causes chaos around town. So now it's up to Mandy, Grim, and yes, even Erwin, to save the day. The cartoon does a great job at making a Halloween special, as it gives us a story to believe in as the origin of Halloween's most famous tradition. It also pokes fun at the costumes that people wear on Halloween, as well as the people you run into while trick-or-treating. It's a fun little special that brings in many Halloween elements together to make a funny short for the holidays.
And it will be Halloween every night! Forever!
Number 8. Now this is one unique Halloween special. Ed, Edd, and Eddy is a show based on a trio of kids who try to unsuccessfully scam the other kids in the cul-de-sac so that they can afford to eat jawbreakers. And what better way to get candy than through trick-or-treating on Halloween? Eddie brings a map made by his long-gone older brother that supposedly shows a route to Spooky Town, where they can get the most candy on Halloween. After getting Ed off of a horror movie marathon, they dress up and go trick-or-treating. But Ed starts hallucinating after spending hours in front of the TV. Everywhere he looks, Ed starts imagining everyone as monsters, and so he attacks everyone he comes across, including his own sister. While Double D and Eddie follow the map, Ed fights off all the kids in town. The trio finally end up reaching their destination, and the payoff is just hilarious. I won't spoil anything, but it was well worth the build-up. The show brings a unique story for Halloween that fits in perfectly with the style of the show. It's fun and certainly gets you into a Halloween spirit, especially after seeing all the colorful characters in the show dressed up in different costumes that matches their personalities. Number 7. It's rare to see a Halloween movie that is animated, especially since those types of movies tend to focus on horror, which is best felt through live actors. However, every now and again, an animated Halloween movie comes around and shows us that cartoons can be a great way to make Halloween movies as only they can. Monster House is a movie that centers around a living evil home across the street from our main protagonist. They watch as the house begins to eat everything that nears it after its owner was sent to the hospital after a heart attack. After saving the Girl Scout from being eaten, they call the police for help. Unfortunately, the cops are eaten too, and so the kids must learn about the house and how to destroy it. The story behind the origin of the house and how it became a monster is great. The whole movie takes place on the week of Halloween, and this movie does a good job of bringing the idea of a monster house to life. It's not only one of the best animated Halloween movies, but it's also chock full of Halloween goodness, and that is what this list is about. Number 6.
On Halloween, all through the night, we should be filled with fear and fright.
Now this is one Halloween special that sure gets you into the Halloween spirit. The Fairly Odd Parents is a show about a boy named Timmy, who has fairy godparents that grant his wishes. And on Halloween night, he makes one heck of a wish. After seeing that his favorite show is giving away really cool costumes of their villains for Halloween, Timmy wishes he had one of the costumes. Unfortunately, only the 4 that were in the giveaway exist, and so Timmy can't wish for it as it will be taken away from the person who won it. Even worse, the winners of the costumes were the snooty rich kids. So now Timmy is stuck dressed as a toilet paper wrap mummy. After getting upset that he and his friends are not getting any of the good Halloween treats because their costumes are unrealistic, he wishes that their costumes were real and scary.
I wish all of our costumes were real and scary.
What comes next is a spooktacular song that really makes this special give you the Halloween chills. The song alone was enough to get this special higher on the list than most Halloween cartoon episodes. It makes you really crave the day that Halloween finally arrives.
Tonight on Halloween, real and scary, like a vampire stays in the night.
So, after the amazing musical number, Timmy realizes that not only are he and his friends real monsters, but so is everyone else, including the rich kids. The Jackalbot costumes make them into a doomsday device that will destroy the planet. Just like the other Halloween specials on this list, I won't spoil the rest of the episode for you. But I will say that it is definitely Halloween spirited and even brings the alien Mark to join the episode. If you love Halloween and all the costumes that you can handle, then definitely don't miss out on this Halloween gem. Number 5.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. It's our town of Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween.
When you think of Halloween animations, The Nightmare Before Christmas is probably the first to pop into your mind. A cult classic, this movie made everyone go nuts over the star, Jack Skellington, and who could blame them? The movie is so unique visually and perfectly matches the tone of the holiday. The monsters that live in Halloween Town all have such creatively spooky looks, and even the way that the characters move is creepy. The movie is about Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween, as he discovers an entrance to Christmas Town and becomes obsessed with it. He wants to bring Christmas to the monsters of Halloween Town. However, you can bring the joy of Christmas to the monster, but you can't make the monster become something it's not meant to be, and Jack learned that the hard way. After kidnapping Santa Claus to take his place delivering presents to the children of Christmas Town, he discovers that the people there don't like the toys that his fellow monsters made. The toys scare all the people in town, and so the military comes in to stop Jack as Santa is trapped by the boogeyman back in Halloween Town. In order to save Christmas, Jack must escape the military and bring back Santa before it's too late. Like I said before, this movie is well known for its dark atmosphere and characters. The beginning song that introduces Halloween Town to us is one of the best, if not the best, Halloween song out there. The movie is visually a Halloween dream come true. All the creative spooky monsters, scenery, and tone make this movie perfect for the holiday. Number 4. What would happen if someone tried to cancel Halloween? You send in the King of the Hill. King of the Hill is a pretty tame show compared to other adult cartoons, but that doesn't mean it isn't one of the best, and their Halloween special is no exception. After a religious nut named Judy Harper comes to town, she tries to get Halloween canceled in school, but Hank Hill won't hear any of that. After Judy shuts down the school's haunted house that Hank and his friends were working on, Hank decides to make one in his own house instead. No one will stop Hank from celebrating the holiday.
You're not gonna throw that, are you?
Bobby, of course I am.
Hank wants to celebrate Halloween with his son Bobby one last time before he becomes a teenager. He teaches Bobby all about the holiday, the scary costumes that you get to wear, the tricking, as well as the treating. They go over at night to TP Judy Harper's house as revenge for trying to cancel Halloween. When they run to get away from her after she finds them in her property, she gets in her car to chase after them, only to run over her cat. Well, that was enough for Bobby, as he begins to hate Halloween and he starts to believe that his father is the devil. Judy uses her dead cat as an excuse to cancel Halloween in the entire city, and Bobby decides to go with Judy for Halloween instead of his father. With his entire holiday being spoiled by Judy, Hank does what he thinks is best to save Halloween.
It's time for somebody to do something.
I am going to say, the following will contain spoilers as the ending is the main reason why this special made it onto the list. If you want to experience the show for yourself, just press the button here to skip to the next entry on the list. Hank dresses up in his old Halloween costume and shouts trick or treat while parading down the street. All the adults in the neighborhood grab whatever they have lying around and they join him in his protest. They reach Judy's home to get Bobby to trick or treat, as kids should do on Halloween. The way that Hank made Halloween return and brought everyone together for the holiday just makes you proud to celebrate Halloween every year.
Happy Halloween, everyone! Oh my gosh,
Number 3. Halloween is not just about treats. That's only a small part of the holiday. Most people forget it's also about the tricks that people pull. And no one pulled a better trick than Arnold and Gerald in the Hey Arnold Halloween special. After the adults in town obsess over a UFO show hosted by Brain from Pink in the Brain,
Do they exist? We now know that this Earth is watched closely by
Douglas Kane, the kids in town decide to dress up as aliens to scare people and get a ton of candy. But Arnold and Gerald decide to make their own plans for Halloween. Taken straight out of Orson Welles' radio play that scared hundreds of Americans back in the day, Arnold and Gerald make a fake news broadcast on the radio to trick people into believing that aliens were attacking, using their unaware friends as the aliens.
Trick or treat! Ah, it's the aliens! They're here! What side, Garamps?
One of Kane's workers overhears the radio broadcast and tapes Arnold's friends believing they are the real deal. Meanwhile, the adults in town start to panic. People begin to run for their lives and chaos ensues. Everyone in town begins to chase and attack the kids dressed as aliens. The show really starts to pick up as Bob suits up and prepares to bring war to the alien invaders. Others join in, and the action and suspense gets stronger and stronger until the climax at the end. This is one heck of a special and serves the Halloween spirit well. The way that the city goes crazy and the kids are in real danger makes this one of the most suspenseful Halloween specials out there. Well worth a spot on anyone's Halloween marathon.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Number 2. Now this is a classic, probably the most recognizable Halloween special of all time. It's The Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is a must for any Halloween movie. It's pretty much the embodiment of childhood Halloween. I will be talking about the entire special since most people have already seen the movie. If you haven't yet, click the button to skip ahead to number 1. We start off with the most popular Charlie Brown joke. Not a bad way to start. Then we move on to revealing a brand new Halloween tradition and character that has become a staple in Halloween cartoon parodies, the Great Pumpkin. He is pretty much the Santa Claus of Halloween, except no one but Linus believes in him. And so Linus spends all of Halloween waiting for the Great Pumpkin to appear. But Sally soon joins him and together they wait all night. Charlie Brown and his friends all dress up and go trick-or-treating, and we get to see more of the legacy that the Peanuts left behind, including Charlie Brown's ghost costume and his famous line,
"I got a rock."
Then the kids all go to the Halloween party. Meanwhile, Snoopy has his own adventures as a World War II flying ace. Then comes the scene that everyone remembers from the special. Snoopy rises out of the patch, and Linus believes he is the real Great Pumpkin.
It's the Great Pumpkin! He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch!
Sally gets angry and leaves Linus alone in the patch for the rest of the night. We end with Charlie Brown and Linus talking about how their Halloween stunk as the credits roll. This has everything you can want in a Halloween special. Pumpkin carving, trick-or-treating, spooky imagery and sounds, and even something as simple as the autumn leaves falling from the trees is enough to make this movie feel all the more Halloween. Number 1. Every year, whether you like the show or not, everyone can agree that the Treehouse of Horror episodes of The Simpsons are the very best episodes. I could not choose only one episode, as each one is so great. There are already 27 episodes for us to enjoy with hours of horrific fun and even more on the way. Each episode is pure gold as they satirize all the horror movie tropes and gags. Every horror movie theme is presented in the show. Zombies, mystical creatures, killers, ghosts. They even parody other specials on this list, including the Great Pumpkin. There is just so much to love about every Treehouse of Horror. What separates this Halloween special from all the others is that it not only pokes fun at the holiday, but it feels like every single segment that they have was made with the most Halloween fun and love. I have never heard anyone say that they don't enjoy these episodes. No one does Halloween better than The Simpsons. It's hard to explain why they are so great and why they are better than all the other Halloween specials. It's just something you have to experience for yourself. And that is the top 10 Halloween tunes. I hope you found the list enjoyable or even enlightening. If you think other Halloween specials should have made it onto the list, be sure to leave a comment below. But for now, it's time for... Last episode, we asked you to vote on which animation style you liked best. 2D traditional drawings or 3D models. Here are the results. The winner is... 2D traditional drawings. And now for the next Toon Tally. Battle of the Boy Geniuses. Which genius child do you like best? Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory or Jimmy Neutron? Vote by clicking the link in the description below or by going to our Twitter at TopTenToons. Don't forget to come back next episode to see which Brainiac bested this battle. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the list, be sure to give this video a like. For all you new viewers that are here, why not subscribe to watch the next episode when it comes around? Also, be sure to leave a suggestion for next episode's list, Top 10 Toon Intros. What are the best cartoon intros that you can think of? Don't just consider the theme song, let's find the best overall intro to a cartoon show. Leave your suggestion for this list or any list you want me to make in the comments below or tweet it to me at TopTenToons. As always, thank you everyone for watching and see you all next time.
terrifying. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep now.
Well, that did the job.
Sorry.
Is everyone okay?
That way.
All right, everybody, stay close.
Wow, that almost looks real, huh?
Boom.
Why are we shaking? We've never been worried before.
Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. Better give a treat that's good to eat if you want to keep life serene.
You got the key.
Methinks you're be a mite stingy with your candy, miss. If you don't reconsider your contribution, I'll give your living room drapes a taste of me broadsword.
Where are you getting that cheesy dialogue, Skippy?
From the script.
Skippy, how many times I gotta tell you what a script's for?
Get away from my blood! Zim, I know how weird this is gonna— Gar, stop him! Defensive mode!
Mad Monster Party!
Mad Monster Party.
Look, honey, it's Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Bruce Valanche.
I'm not Bruce Valanche.
Come on, we gotta help him.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and under a full moony, we're something to be seen. Things could get hairy and just a little scary, so we're saying to be wary on this Halloween.
Hey everyone, sorry this episode took so long to release. I've been commissioned by a website called ScrewAttack.com to make several projects that I'll be releasing in the near future, and I have not had time to work on this series. Worry not though, as I plan to get back to my regular schedule soon. Thank you for your patience, and see you all next time.